everyone, and welcome back to the Halloween Creature Feature Special Minicast series, where we feature the top 5 most prominent monsters and creatures of the Halloween season. Today's episode covers the Eternal Vampire. Ah yes, the vampire. Perhaps one of, if not the most popular of all of the Halloween season's mythical creatures. The tale of the vampire is, by far, one of the most dynamic, spanning centuries of Gothic folklore. So, where does the notion of vampires originate from? The notion of vampirism has existed for millennia. Cultures such as the Mesopotamians, Hebrews, ancient Greeks, and Romans had tales of demons and spirits, which are considered precursors to modern vampires. However, despite the occurrence of vampire-like creatures in these ancient civilizations, the folklore for the entity we know today as the vampire originates almost exclusively from early 18th century southeastern Europe, when verbal traditions of many ethnic groups of the region were recorded and published. In most cases, vampires are remnants of evil beings, suicide victims, or witches, but they can also be created by a malevolent spirit possessing a corpse or by being bitten by a vampire. Belief in such legends became so pervasive that in some areas it caused mass hysteria and even public executions of people believed to be vampires. The charismatic and sophisticated vampire of modern fiction was born in 1819 with the publication of The Vampire by John Polidori. The story was highly successful and arguably the most influential vampire work of the early 19th century. However, it is Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula, which is remembered as the quintessential vampire novel and provided the basis of the modern vampire legend. Now, I know what you all want to hear about. Yes, Vlad the Impaler, Dracula incarnate. Now, despite Bram Stoker's fictional depiction of Dracula, Vlad Tepes, posthumously dubbed Vlad the Impaler for his practice of impaling his enemies, is part of his historical reputation. Vlad Tepes was, in fact, a very real historical figure and was a 3-time voivode of Wallachia, ruling mainly from 1456 to 1462. The period of the incipient Ottoman conquest of the Balkans. His father, Vlad II Dracul, was a member of the Order of the Dragon, which was founded to protect Christianity in Eastern Europe. Vlad Tepes is revered as a folk hero in Romania and Bulgaria for his protection of the Romanians and Bulgarians. To this day, statues of Vlad are seen in Transylvania, honoring the memory of the great leader and warrior. Certainly, the tale of Dracula, among other legendary tales, generated a ravenous attraction to vampire mythology. The success of books and legends have spawned a distinctive vampire genre, still popular in the 21st century, with literature, films, and television shows. The vampire has since become a dominant figure in the horror genre. Now, with all that said, do vampires really exist? Only the paranormal creatures of the night can answer that. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining us on this very special Halloween Creature Feature mini-cast series, highlighting some of your favorite Halloween season monsters and creatures. I appreciate all of your support, and thank you for allowing me to give you a little insight into the mythology of vampires. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of the minicast series, and I will see you on the next episode. And until then, happy haunting.